Now, it is certainly true that in 2016, Barack Obama, after Antonin Scalia died, submitted his Supreme Court nominee. It is certainly true that the Republican-controlled Senate did not take up the nominee. It is also true that had the Republicans not been in control of the Senate and Democrats had been in control of the Senate, Obama's nominee would have been heard and would have been confirmed. And now the same people want Donald Trump, after the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, not to submit a nominee and for Mitch McConnell not to take up that nomination? Now we're supposed to forget that before Antonin Scalia's body was even cold, Democrats were demanding that when Obama submits a nomination, Mitch McConnell must, I repeat, must take up that nomination.
When there is a vacancy on the Supreme Court, the President of the United States is to nominate someone. The Senate is to consider that nomination, and either they disapprove of that nominee or that nominee is elevated to the Supreme Court. Historically, this has not been viewed as a question. There's no unwritten law that says that it can only be done on off years.
The man Obama could not have been more clear.
The Constitution is pretty clear about what is supposed to happen now. When there is a vacancy on the Supreme Court, the President of the United States is to nominate someone. The Senate is to consider that nomination, and either they disapprove of that nominee or that nominee is elevated to the Supreme Court.
Their job is to give this person a hearing, to show the courtesy of meeting with them.
Okay, pop quiz time. Who said this in 2016? That's their job. There's nothing in the Constitution that says the president stopped being president in his last year. 8 is not a good number for a collegial body that sometimes disagrees. End of quote. Now, if you said Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, go to the head of the class. Also, who said this in 2016? I think we hope there will be 9 as quickly as possible. End of quote. Answer, Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. And are we supposed to forget how the Democrats changed the filibuster rule in 2013?
The rule they changed has been around for 96 years. All but 3 Democrats voted to clip the minority's power, lowering the hurdle for confirming presidential appointees from 60 votes to a simple majority of 51 votes. That means Republicans can no longer block nominees if they don't like them or to extract unrelated concessions.
What has gone on is absolutely unfair and wrong, and I'm glad we changed it.
Now, when the Democrats in 2013 changed the filibuster rule for these appellate judges, did they really think Republicans would never again regain control? And if they did, they would not change the filibuster rule for the consideration for Supreme Court justices?
This is what Republicans warned this week. They said if you open this box, if you open this Pandora's box, you are changing the game by which any future majority can change those rules. Democrats have said they don't intend to change the rules for Supreme Court nominees, but in 2 years, in 4 years, in 6 years, it is certainly a possibility at this point.
Mitch McConnell warned them. He said this change is going to come back to bite you, and sooner than you think.
Once again, Senate Democrats are threatening to break the rules of the Senate, in order to change the rules of the Senate. And over what? Over what? Over a court that doesn't even have enough work to do? The majority leader promised, over and over again, that he wouldn't break the rules of the Senate in order to change them. If you want to play games, set yet another precedent that you'll no doubt come to regret. Say to my friends on the other side of the aisle, you'll regret this, and you may regret it a lot sooner than you think.
Mitch McConnell, say the Democrats, be fair. After all, this is an election year, and our guy, according to the polls, at least right now, is beating Donald Trump. If Donald Trump does not replace RBG, Joe Biden could. To which Mitch McConnell is saying, now, aren't you the same guys who said?
They have used the power that they have gotten for all the wrong things. They want to keep themselves in power. They want to cater to the special interests. It is time for us as Democrats to be as tough as they are, to be as dedicated as they are, to be as committed as they are. Michelle always says, Michelle Obama, I love her, you know, she and my wife like really tight, which always scares me and Barack. But Michelle always says that, you know, when they go low, we go high. No. When they go low, we kick them.
What's that you say? There isn't enough time to confirm a new Supreme Court nominee? Au contraire, mon frere. Look at this. John Paul Stevens confirmed in 19 days. John Roberts, 24. Sandra Day O'Connor, 33. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, 42. Oh, there's plenty of time. Now, of all the reasons for Donald Trump not submitting a nominee and Mitch McConnell not taking it up, the most hysterical one was offered by AOC. You see, NPR is reporting that Ruth Bader Ginsburg, on her deathbed, told her family that she really, really hopes she would not be replaced by a choice of Donald Trump. She wants to be replaced by Donald Trump's successor. And AOC says, dastardly old Mitch McConnell is not honoring a dying woman's wish. Are you serious?
I need you to be ready. I need you to be ready.
I need you to be ready. R-E-A-D, whatever. You know, ready.
And I need you to be ready to be responsive. And by that, I mean, we don't quite know what the next play is in terms of this issue on the Supreme Court.
But I need you to be ready.
Right? Mitch McConnell sent out a statement tonight. And as I said at the opening, the very last dying wish of RBG was that her vacancy not be filled until the new president takes office in January.
That mean old Mitch McConnell is ignoring a dying woman's wish? How about this aging man's wish?
From my cold, dead hands.
I remember the sage advice that Roland Martin, then a political analyst for CNN, gave to a frustrated President Barack Obama, whose nominees were being held up by the Republican-controlled Senate. He told former President Obama to go gangsta.
There it is, Vigna. Oh, this is just like the play in the third inning. And it was.
Now, what specifically did Mr. Martin advise Obama to do in 2010? This isn't aging well, is it? For me, I'm sick and tired of Dems having power and being unwilling to use it. Obama's critics keep blasting him for Chicago-style politics, so fine. Channel your inner Al Capone and go gangsta against your foes. End of quote. He sounds like Machiavelli in The Prince. Mr. Martin wasn't done. Obama needs to show his toughness and just do it. Forget the threats. The actions will continue if Obama allows them to run roughshod over him. When you're the top dog, you do what you have to do to govern. End of quote. Hey, President Obama, Mr. Martin advises. You're from Chicago, by way of Hawaii. Act like you're from Chicago. Obama's critics keep blasting him for Chicago-style politics, so fine. Channel your inner Al Capone and go gangsta against your foes. Let them know that if they aren't with you, they're against you and will pay the price. End of quote.
He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
Now, this young lady, clearly not a Trump fan, did not take the news of Ruth Bader Ginsburg dying very well as she was driving.
Holy you guys! I'm driving your car, but I just got a notification that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died!
frankly, I think the Dems and Mitch McConnell should settle the whole thing country style.
So, now this guy shoots a duck and it falls and hits a barn and goes into a guy's yard. So this guy he climbs over the fence and he goes into the yard and he's trying to get this duck. And this farmer come out, big guy, bigger than the guy with the chickens.
Big guy.
He says, "What are you doing in my yard?" He said, "I come to get the duck." He said, "That's my duck." He says, "It's not your duck." He says, "This is my yard. That duck fell, hit my barn." He's laying there. He says, "Yes, but it's not your duck. I shot the duck. I've been out hunting for a couple of days." He says, "Give me a break. You know, I'm from the city. You're from the city." "Well, you don't understand about property, do you? It's my property. It's my duck. However, I'll give you a chance at the duck. We can settle this country style." He says, "Country style?" He says, "Yeah." "Well, how do you settle a country style?" He says, "How? I kick you in the groin." The guy said, "Oh." "And then you kick me in the groin. And we take turns kicking each other in the groin. Who's ever left keeps the duck." The guy said, "Well, if that's what I gotta do." The farmer says, "I go first," and he hauls off. Wham! And the guy goes, "Ha ha! Ha ha! Whoa! Whoa! About half hour has passed, and he says to the farmer, well, I guess it's my turn." And the farmer says, "You could have the duck."
Hey, don't worry about it. No human was hurt in the making of this video. He rubbed some dirt on it, got back in the game. I'm Larry Elder, and we've got a country to save. I'll see you next time. Ouch!